want people to be able to get animated.
All right, well, good morning. We are up to our very last stream, guys. Our very live,
We're there.
live, and last podcast or live stream at the AAMN conference for the 44th year.
It has been a whirlwind of a ride, but it has been amazing.
Yes, it has been amazing. And I would like to congratulate our president, Blake Smith, for pulling off an incredible experience for members.
Killing it.
I mean, this has been the largest kind of like outpouring of members and non-members in like what? How many years?
I think at least
since we kept records
Yeah.
that I'm aware of, this is the largest conference in numbers I've ever seen. But I think even more importantly than the numbers, and I've been here since I think 2006 or 7, was just the incredible camaraderie and just the vibe of the conference of everybody feeling like it was just such an excellent sessions, and just the feeling everybody had getting together and commiserating, and people who hadn't been here for a long time coming back and saying, hey, we came back, we had a look. Some of my friends said, hell, we're not coming, but they said, I'm going to go back and tell them AMN's alive and well, we're coming back, and so I can't say enough good things about what you did.
Yeah, I think it was a great combination of, that we've been saying we've been transitioning from an assembly to association for, 2 to 3 years now.
Yeah,
but it really takes that long when an assembly, we did some action items and everything, but it was a place of gathering. It was a place of gathering of men to come and feel like there was a safe place for us in a profession in the past, where and still is dominated by females, but there was a time where that incivility and the stigma was much more than it is today, and so it was a place for men to come together each year for that. But what we've decided over the last few years, as many of you know, is that now it's about more what do we bring to the table, what can we contribute to the profession, and that's the most important part. So to get to the association, get to that model, design and organizationally structure everything that you need to do to get to an association, it takes so much time. But now you're starting to see the benefits of that. You're starting to see attendance go up because there's a purpose and a sense of urgency and direction that we have now. Of all the unique things that we bring, that we've known that we've brought to the profession for so long. But now we're collectively bringing all of that into focus to actually truly further that impact and bring that awareness of that impact to everybody.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen an explosion over this year as far as membership numbers and chapters. And I mean, we just approved 4 or 5 chapters? 7 chapters.
7 chapters on Thursday.
We're
7 chapters
at midnight approving 7 new chapters, right? In the middle of all this, everybody's like, "Where are those guys? They must be out at Disney." No, we're up in the rooms.
We're working
away with him, approving chapters and doing work.
We at least got to see the fireworks out the window. It was
true. We had a good
strategically
window.
placed
We
to
did.
see the fireworks from
As you can
Epcot.
see, we got to see fireworks while we were working.
So it's just been really exciting to see this happen, and just to be a part of that. It's just an amazing feeling. And just to see next year we're in San Diego.
Yes.
We got the whole hotel, man. We got the whole hotel. I hope that there's enough room.
We may have the 2 hotels next to
I know.
them.
We actually, fortunately for us, there is a hotel across the street that they work with.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be blowing that thing out, man. I'm telling you. Our numbers are just continually going up. So.
Yeah.
Well, since we're doing this last stream, we have on Brent Williams, who is the president for the AAMN Foundation. Can you tell us about the AAMN Foundation and what it stands for, how we work together?
Sure, wonderful. So I'm an immediate past president, and one of the things that when I was in Blake's role is I wanted to really make sure that the foundation, which is the philanthropic arm of AAMN, was working hand in glove with AAMN to make sure that we weren't talking to people that were in the same organizations for different reasons without seeming like we were on the same page.
Yeah.
Because it gives this idea that, well, are you guys working together, or are you
two completely separate entities?
Right.
What's going on in this role? And that faltering gives that hesitation to many organizations that want to invest because there's not that solidarity.
Yeah, because they want to know that people are on the same page and things are organized.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes
so
sense.
so that said, then I said, well, I'll go on to the foundation board, and we wanted to make sure that Ed Halloran and I were liaisons to the foundation board. And then out of that came kind of a press for let's get somebody in there new as president, because we had somebody in an interim role. And so about mid-year, I said, okay, well, I'll step up to that because I really want to make sure, because Blake is being so successful. I mean, standing ovation at the business meeting, never seen that in all the time I've been here. You know what I mean? That was pretty Super Bowl-ish. So
Yeah.
Well, you're the one who initiated the congratulations, so I appreciate that.
You know, the problem about you is you're transparent to a fault.
I know.
So anyway, but in all kidding aside,
Right.
Then what we wanted to do is make sure that we were in complete communication. So the mission, vision, and values of the foundation are the same as AAMN.
Okay.
So that saves a lot of time.
Gotcha.
Right. And so we sort of unplugged the scholarship thing because we only had a small pool of money, not a sustainable amount of money to be handing out scholarships. Typically, foundations are not about putting money into scholarship funds and then just handing it out. What you want to do is try to create endowments, come up with a larger pool of money, create sustainability over time. And now that AAMN is going to be successful after all these years, it's clear that it's going to go on for years and years more. Then what we want to do is make sure that the foundation follows suit. So in thinking along those lines, we said, let's hold off on giving any of the small scholarships. Then we turned around, and while we were doing that, we started to talk to the larger organizations who were interested in investing in AAMN, like Capella University. And they said, oh, we're really interested. So we said, well, instead of going in and saying, well, let's talk about what we're gonna do with just doing the conference sponsorship or something else, let's do a package. A lot of that conversations, we met with them together, and then out of that, this started last year. Capella said, we're going to give you a full ride scholarship for a flex class, for a D&P. We got a student that's in there right now getting doctoral
from last
education
year.
for
That's
free.
awesome.
Full ride scholarship.
Full ride.
And what that tells you is a healthy organization that people are interested in investing in. And along with that, people that are visionaries looking at an organization and saying, you're progressive, you're innovative, you're integrated, and that we want to invest in that organization. And Capella flat out said, when we talked with them, that we're the only organization, nursing organization in the United States are investing money in right now, which I think says a lot about the foundation. It says a lot about the AAMN itself and the approach that we're using. So from a practical standpoint, foundation-wise, the question, foundations are really about having people that have a lot of experience in the ask, because you have to understand what you're asking for, what your vision
That makes
is.
sense.
This year, we're in one lane, and that's scholarships.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna take scholarship money and put it in the hands of students in underrepresented groups, because all
That is
high water
solid.
floats all boats.
That
So
is
there it is.
fantastic.
No more. I don't have to go on and on about it. Capella's invested in this. I can't tell how many people at these conferences already has already come and talked to me about it. The ANA president was here, walked off the stage, wrote a $500 scholarship check out of his personal account.
Wow.
And then the guy next to him, Mark Wall, matched it. So,
Wow.
so
Right out of the business meeting.
Right out of the
meeting on collecting money. And we said, hey, maybe we could do a scramble next year.
We'll do a golf outing
We're in
because
San Diego, man.
Heathery
We're
is
gonna
right
do a
next to
scramble.
a golf course. So hey, maybe and we're serious about that.
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
look
We're in
into
San
that.
Diego, man. There's
Who wants to go golfing?
Yeah.
We're going to do that on like a
Australian
Sunday.
chapter. We got some hitters. So.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on.
That's
Come
right.
on.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna
anyway,
have to practice up, so it gives me a good reason. Honey,
I got to
have
get out on the
practice.
golf course.
It's
I
all-
can't
this
be
is
shown
AAMN
up.
stuff.
I'm a leader. I
Now
got
that you're
to
done with
20
school, I think it'll pass. I think it'll fly.
25% of my time is going to be spent
golfing.
Well, anyway, so in a nutshell, that's the. So that was the one thing we really pushed out this year was because that's on now. 10/31.
Yep.
This is going to close up in January.
Yep.
So get those applications
That's
in.
right. That's
Anybody
right.
out there, I graduated from Capella, and I have a PhD, and I can tell you, super successful. And a lot of people that have come out of that program are extremely successful. A lot of people in the military have been very successful. And as I've always said a little bit, I think that the student helps makes the school as much as the other way around. So it's an excellent school. I had a wonderful experience, and here's a free ride. So get in there and take your shot.
Can I sign up for that?
Yeah, well, and I want to make a disclaimer.
I'm
If
probably
you even put an application in for that full ride, and you may be unfortunately selected because it's so competitive, don't worry, because for all those who signed up, if you want the DNP track, you get $10,000 off for just putting the application in.
That's a $10,000 scholarship.
$10,000 scholarship.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're going to the MSN or the BSN track, you get 50% off the first billing cycle for those programs. So though it sounds like one person a year gets this full ride, but everybody who even puts an application in benefits.
Right.
Yeah, this is
Significantly.
Yeah,
Yes.
significantly.
It's definitely a six-figure gift to the foundation, and whoever ends up with that. And we've already got somebody in queue. So start marching that forward and thinking how successful this has been.
Yeah,
so even though we might be a little bit of a one-trick pony, and I just got on the foundation, this is the largest gifts that have ever been given to the foundation in its history.
Wow.
And we continue to do more. Plus, last thing I want to mention, and that is that we've really collected some excellent people on the foundation. They're very connected, know how to ask, have been in foundation work before. It's like anything else. You want ICU nurses, you got to get them. So I'm just out recruiting people that have been in the ask, and some of them are going to help me understand a little bit better about how to do this and how this process goes together. But it's coming together really well. I'm getting coached up now, so I think we're going to have a real successful year. We got a $125,000 stretch goal for new scholarships next year, so kick the doors open, because the scramble's going to be on.
That's right.
Prepare to get your checkbooks out and maybe collect some of the money yourself.
Yeah,
right.
So anyway,
All
that's the
right.
foundation.
Right.
Yeah. So Mike, any reflection from you overall? I know we did a little reflection here at the beginning, but of the conference from yourself. I know that your head's been reeling from just finishing MP school and getting ready for your boards.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. I didn't get this. There was tons of stuff going on, and I wanted to go to every single one. Like right now, there are 3 breakout sessions going on
right now.
And as you read through the agenda, every one of them is awesome. You just can't make every one of them, right?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So I wish that there was some way that you could. I don't know if we could video
make a
that,
2-week
like
long
maybe,
2-week long conference.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
yeah,
No, I'm kidding. Are you just-
as long as we can do
No,
multiple golf scrambles.
Yeah, as long as a 4-day
But,
golf scramble.
But
Okay.
man, it's just been amazing, and working with you guys, it's always awesome, man. I tell you what, the people who you surround yourself with will drive you to become better, and I'm always motivated and always inspired to hang out with you guys.
I appreciate that.
I love this. I love every year. This is it. And it's already on the calendar, and I don't know if you guys get your tickets.
Yeah.
For the conference, for the hotel.
It's already
that.
live
Get
for
that.
San Diego.
It's there. Get them, because you're going to save some money big time, and it won't be a headache or something you got to worry about later on. Just get it done right now.
Yeah, you want to be close to the golf course.
You want to go to the golf course,
Exactly.
and the rates are lower than they even were for our early bird for this year. Like we mentioned last night. So take advantage of it. Those rates are there until December 31st, and at that point they go up. So we're really trying to get everybody involved to plan, and that helps us plan as well. And we want to just offer that to you because we want you here. Not here. On the other side of the country, so don't come here. Don't come here. Don't come to Orlando. Get on a plane to San Diego. But I just want to also, for my reflection, just obviously thank all of you guys. I mean, if you could see, and you probably have seen pictures in between of the setup that we have this year compared to last year, it has just been absolutely astronomical, and it'll continue to get bigger. I always joked with Wes, I was like, we need now a plexiglass desk. So it looks with AAMN, and a green screen, and a green. So our minds are still going. It's getting bigger, but I want to tell all of you out there that have maybe been considering to getting engaged in a regional and national. Maybe you're a chapter president. You don't even have to be a chapter president. If you're very engaged in the chapter level, and maybe your time is coming to a close, maybe you're graduating, do not renew or go out and not get your membership for AMN when you graduate.
It's
it is
so
so
important
key.
to come here and network. I said to someone, and got agreement on this, that men have been fairly successful as
Yes.
nurses, and it goes unrecognized often. And when you come here, you have access to more people that I would consider to be very prestigious people and very in positions that could really help your careers.
Yes.
To meet
Yeah.
them and have access
Yeah.
to them as they're wandering around.
Yeah.
There isn't any other conference where a lot of the bigger conferences where these same people, they're in behind
Yeah.
closed doors having meetings with people that are like them, not wandering around giving students
Exactly.
advice and all
Yeah.
of us about how
Yeah.
we're going. So
These are nurse
Well,
all-stars
and
walking
the-
around.
yeah,
And
and
the
then my biggest reflection is I'm telling you what, I mean, the ANA president was here yesterday, and he
Yep.
was out to dinner with
Just
all
hanging
of us,
out.
hanging out,
Hanging out with
shooting the
people.
breeze with
Right.
the students, and
Right.
then wrote a foundation check, and,
Yeah.
and a genuinely wonderful person.
Asking my wife how she puts up with me and all that stuff.
Well, we
and,
all ask that, but
I mean,
and the reason-
we all wonder.
the reason-
we don't ask.
The reason why I wanted to bring that point up, because we always see students, all of you, we get it. We're not too far away from that, even though the gray hair is starting to set in for my presidency. I am still younger, but it's hard. The money's tight, right? And you're just trying to get ready and get into your jobs. You're just trying to pass your NCLEX. You're just trying to, you join AMN and we help you do all this stuff to get you ready for that. And that's all great. But you need to be involved in professional organizations to help you grow. Now, I know all of us tend to gravitate towards our specialty, and once you get into those areas, you should be in your specialty. But the one thing that is limited in your specialty to those conferences is you only talk to nurses in your specialty. To get a 30,000-foot view and taking care of your patient population that doesn't just live at your unit every time they come to the hospital, you need to join an organization that has a diverse group of individuals from different specialties and different parts of the universal profession that is nursing. And so that's why AMN is so beneficial, because not only do we have all of that, and we both have both genders. We're also incredibly diverse from all the underrepresented groups, our AMN members. But the most important part is that, well, I would say the most important part, I would say the caveat to that is, because you're trying to join two organizations and money is tight, because I totally get it. We are one of the most reduced national dues that you could possibly pay.
And let me jump in on this for a second, because I've had iterations. I was a commercial fisherman in Alaska. I ran a large real estate company. I became a nurse, was always going to work in intensive care, became a nurse practitioner, got a PhD. You're going to reinvent yourself 4, 5, or 6 times. The
That
same
is
thing I told
absolutely
Blake.
true. That's true.
And the same conversation with you. There's going to be iterations of yourself that you don't even know about.
Right.
And you got to come and connect
Right.
with people that have the experience in those areas. You can't afford to not come to this conference and be here. And it's a best investment. You invest in the student loan
Certainly.
money, and you come here and you come to San Diego. You get to meet people that are going to help shape your career, and that is different than being with people that are doing the same thing as you.
Yep, and it's not a conference that has 40,000 people. So Mike and I and we're just in the corner of a pretty decent sized exhibit hall, but we're accessible. You walk right up to it. We want to talk to you. This is not one where you can't see. You have no idea where the leadership is, and we introduce you to people. That's one of my favorite things is
dude, I love
introducing
that part.
students to people like Dr. Brent Williams and Dr. Ernest Grant standing right. He was standing right off screen the other time when we were there, and you didn't even know he was there when you're on camera watching us, but he was standing right here.
But it's equally as important is people that are up and coming leaders. This is an emerging leadership grant. It's an emerging leadership awards. This is about emerging leaders. You guys.
Yep.
Not us. I'm old. I had my career. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now it's about giving back for me. I'm in the foundation trying to raise money to get young leaders to the table that are going to shape and change the nature of nursing, become more business-minded, and we are all about that, and we can help people do that, and we're dedicated to it, and it's obvious when you come here, because that's what the culture is that we're here when we get all at the table together.
Yeah. So you take us out. What's your reflections, and we'll let everybody get going.
It's been another great conference working with you guys. I really think that, again, you as a new president and for a year in, and you as the vice president
Yep.
for a year. You've done a bang out job.
Bang-up
and,
job.
You know, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank
I think
you.
it was
Thank
an
you.
amazing experience.
That's
So,
awesome. Well, thank
you
you.
know, that's it. Well, thank you all for joining us. Again, like I said, this is the last live stream. We'll be going back to our regular live streaming schedule with you in Nebraska and you in Texas and me in New York City. In the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What a crazy crew.
Yeah, is that right? Right.
Crazy.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking
All right.
forward to it.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
All right.